Welcome to the weekly Roundup Part 3. You've reached Talking with Dr. Terry, 180 Seconds to a Better You. This is message number 386, and I'm Dr. Terry Wurzbacher. Well, we had enough for a third day, so let's get started. Aaron proved there's karma. He was harassing me last week about my difficulties with YouTube, and now he's trying to rephrase his frustration with Google Sheets. Served you right, Aaron. Haha. April noted that when you do rephrase things to see the good instead of the bad, you can be more objective about what you're seeing or naming. We then become more aligned with the positive energy the universe is holding for us to take. I also love her new motto, which is, I can have whatever I want. It's great that you guys are sharing all these things with us. Coach Clifford asks his athletes if they would talk to someone they knew and loved the way they talk to themselves. They almost always say no, and I'm reminded of Brian Cain's teaching that instead of listening to that voice in your head, you need to talk to yourself to override it. That's one thing I didn't do at last year's Vol State, but I've done before. Chad said the audio quality of the calls was better. I'm not doing anything different, except that when I'm on the road and at a race, I use my iPhone, and that makes a big difference. And that was the 2.5 weeks over the holidays, and will be for my upcoming race in February. Matt has become my new best friend, even though he doesn't know it. He's a medical massage therapist, and that's what I go to almost every single week. Matt was talking about how pain is individual, subjective, and it's psychosomatic, and before you cringe, that's the old word for what is really mind-body medicine. When I was an intern, I had pneumonia, which showed up on the x-ray, but it was totally psychosomatic, and I may have told you that story before. Anyway, back to Matt. He's able to compare what the patient says their pain level and functional impairment level is with what he feels in the tissues. I'm pretty sure he knows he has a special relationship with that body, feeling all the trauma that particular body and soul has experienced in the past. The skin and musculoskeletal system, especially the fascia, are our first line of defense, and trauma gets held in those tissues. In IFS terms, what he's also feeling are also the person's parts. Regarding the stew of life, Karen said we should visualize adding some chicken and then maybe some courage, maybe a little bit of resilience, or a tidbit of persistence. Why not a drop of creativity? I love her imagery. Jay also brought up a concept I'll have to develop into another call, and that's the matter of our taste buds and how that influences what we perceive in our stew. It's a great concept because when people have had a lot of hardship, they often become stoic, and that's how they handle everything that comes along. That's like their taste buds have become used to that. Also used to getting recommendations for quotes and books, but Jay gave me something that is near and dear to my heart, a recommendation for a spice. Anyway, I can't wait to try it. Have a diamond week, everybody.